Uzumaki, the Deadly Spiral. Um, Uzumaki is based off another work, or series of works, of Junji Ito, the Uzumaki manga, which lasted 3 volumes, which I all read in one sitting. The film was made before the manga's completion, so that kind of explains the half-assed ending. They rearrange a couple things that happened. Even though in this day and age I understand when it comes to book adaptations and stuff like this, or comic book adaptations or something like that, even though how pretty close they do get to it, they have to rearrange things because movies is a different medium entirely. Though I don't really care, I never really cared for Uzumaki that much. Yeah. This whole, I got no idea, people going insane with the idea of the spiral. It was just that some of the short stories inside there, in the manga in itself, didn't really end. It just stopped and never truly gets resolved, and that really kind of bothered me. Something that would seem turn into a major pandemic or something like that. It would turn itself into an escalation of something, and they never resolve it. That is my problem with it. And the ending's a bummer too. Uzumaki the film, I think it captures pretty good of what the mangas feel of inside the town. The creepy air around it. And captures the characters pretty good of Kiri and Suchi, or Suichi. I hope I pronounce those names right. There are two main protagonists: the bubbly or kind of bubbly, airheaded girl of Kiri, who is the daughter of a potter, and for some reason in the film she doesn't have a brother and her mother is dead. They changed that, I guess, to make her more sadder or complex. I don't know why they do that. Why'd they kill her mom? Or she doesn't have a brother. I'm like, whatever. And her boyfriend, or really close friend that turns into her boyfriend, of Suichi, is just he's basically just a falcon. Really, he's Falcon or Falcon or Falcon. Yeah, Falcon. It's just that he is so stoic, even beyond the levels of, say, Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star. It's ridiculous. Because Ken actually cries in this film. It's kind of hard to be. It's kind of hard to be sympathetic to an airhead and an automaton, because I guess it's supposed to be they opposites attract, and they cover both ground of what their emotional range or their range is supposed to do. She's a naive, bubbly-headed girl, and he is the not grizzled, but he's not really that conspiracy theorist as that much in this one as he is more in the manga. In the manga, he just loses his mind. But I don't know. It just the ending of the film is meh. They do capture some pretty good things in the manga. It just, they left some things out I thought that were good. When people start turning into snails in the manga, I'd rather not be eating. And in this film, they did capture a couple scenes of that pretty good. It just, this is probably just budgetary reasons, because it was only like $1 million. Not saying that's a lot of money, but making a film these days is harder than it used to be. Not as cheap as it used to be. And they do throw in and mix around some of the short stories around in here, and you can see some of the Lovecraftian elements. There's some kind of weird camera tricks, and the film is washed out with this weird light green filter, which I think it works. It adds to the eeriness. And there's some weird kind of quirky objects of editing in here that kind of really suit the Japanese and the manga / anime type mindset that I understand and get. Uh, but I found out that why would you make this into a film? This is an anthology type series that work best in anime or TV series form. Because you can make out of every chapter, you can make an episode, and that could probably, you know, be good. You can work on that for a while, and if it's a hit, you get the original writer to make some extra episodes or whatnot, or if you just want to be that limited series, it only has 30 episodes because there's only so many short stories. Um, but whatnot, Uzumaki, Spoonie liked it. I don't know why, I never really cared for it. People praise it. Doesn't really play up much as the body horror as it does in the manga. I say read the manga over the film. It's okay. Next time I'll try to check and stuff that's not based off anything, because I always have to go back and look up if it's feasible. If it's based off a book, like fuck that, I'm not reading a book for this. But if it's a manga, something like that, I can read through a comic book. I can find that and get through it. Uzumaki. Happy Halloween, everybody.